Hi there, I am Sashi Sivram Krishna and welcome to my course Macroeconomics, a Modern Money Theory Perspective. We are in part 1 of the course Macroeconomics and Money. In lecture 7, we will look at Keynesian macroeconomic policies. Keynes had identified the cause of a depression or a recession to be a fall in the level of aggregate expenditure which could have been induced by a shock. What were the policies that Keynes advocated in order to restore output back to its full employment levels? He advocated two policies. One, what we call as fiscal policies. Fiscal policies consist of two components. One, government spending or G, and taxes or what we call as T. Government spending directly increase the level of aggregate expenditure, as we have seen in the equation discussed in the last lecture. When G increases, the level of aggregate expenditure increases, the level of aggregate output thereby increases, and unemployment falls. Taxes work a little indirectly. When the levels of taxes are reduced during a depression, the disposable income available to households increase. When there is an increase in disposable incomes, households might begin to spend more on consumption expenditures. This raises the level of aggregate expenditure and aggregate output and reduces the level of unemployment in the economy. The second policy that Keynes advocated is monetary policy. Monetary policy uses interest rates, which is nothing but the costs of borrowing to households as well as firms. What happens is when money supply is increased, the cost of money or the price of money, which we also call interest rates, fall. When interest rates fall, firms and households are incentivized to spend more on investment goods and consumption goods respectively, so that the level of aggregate demand or aggregate expenditure increases, output increases, and unemployment falls. So these are the two sets of policies that Keynes advocated, by which a state or the government can restore output back to its full employment levels and overcome a depression or a recession.